My journey as an entrepreneur, I figured I'd share this with you guys so you can be a little bit more familiar with me if you haven't gotten to know me quite yet. My name is Alex Robinson. At the time of this video, I'm 25 years old, currently live in South Tampa, Florida. I've been doing online business since 2020. I first started off as an affiliate for a few different high ticket programs and courses. I grew a following of about 150,000 followers on TikTok back when it was super easy to grow. And basically, I was just making like make money online videos and telling people, hey, go click the link in my bio. And that would bring them to a funnel that I would then upsell people to somebody else's program. And I would earn like a commission, like $1,000 commission. So that was pretty cool. That was my first introduction to online business. It was great because I didn't need any money to get started. I didn't need to build my own product or anything like that. And at the time, during the pandemic, there wasn't really much to do. I hated the job that I was working at, and I was like, all right, I need to make some money online. So this was my first introduction to business. So at one point or another, I started to really start to grow quickly on TikTok. Then I transitioned those skills over to Instagram, and Instagram Reels started to come out, and it was really easy to grow. And then at one point, I was making about 10 to 15K profit every single month selling somebody else's course as an affiliate marketer, which was pretty cool. But over time, people caught on and was like, all right, well, why buy from you when I can just buy directly from somebody else? So I got tired of that, and it also didn't feel like an actual business. It was a side hustle. So I transitioned to actually building an online business with my business partner at the time, and we ran this business from September 2021 to July 2023. Actually, no, it would be July 2024. Yeah, so going on 3 years. During this 3 year stretch, basically, I had a business partner named Trevor Gundrum, and we helped online educators scale their e-learning businesses. We did this with different ways: first TikTok organic, then TikTok ads, and eventually Instagram follower ads. And this is over the course of the 2.5, 3-ish years. Our business at one point was making 50K a month on like 80% profit margins when we are just doing organic marketing. We then also transitioned to testing some ads when our DMs got banned on TikTok. We were doing TikTok DMs to get to 50K a month organically. And we played around with like transitioning our coaching offer to an agency for a little bit and then put it back into a coaching offer. So we're testing so many different things and changing and refining our business so many different ways. Um, we eventually got tired of this though, and the ups and downs of managing the different businesses, and then we separated and we went our own separate ways. We're still good friends. He actually just lives 3 or 4 doors down in the same apartment complex as me. But the ups and downs were largely due, looking back at it now, the ups and downs were largely due to our inability to actually have an emotional attachment to these businesses. We started these businesses when we were, really, really young. Trevor's like 2 years younger than me. So we started these businesses at 20 and 18 years old. And we were doing it because it was an easy way to make money online, but we weren't really passionate about like helping people, like helping coaches run ads and, doing agency work and social media marketing. We weren't really like passionate about that per se. It's just kind of one of the things we just did because it was easy to make money. And as you grow and evolve as an entrepreneur, especially a young entrepreneur, you start to pivot to other things that you genuinely enjoy more. And for me, that's always been e-com. Actually, before even starting these businesses, a couple years prior to that, notice I said in the beginning here, I've been doing online business successfully since 2020, but it was not my first time doing online business. I actually started drop shipping in 2018 because I was sold on the dream of these guys, these young kids living in high-rise penthouse apartments, driving Lambos, McLarens. So I was sold on that dream in 2018, and I tried in the summer of 2018 to launch my first dropshipping store. I bought fake followers on Instagram and Facebook. I tried creating Facebook ads accounts. Everything got banned. Stores got banned. I just did not know what I was doing at all. And I paid like $300 for a course, and that course wasn't really too helpful for me. Um, but I spent the entire summer on all my money that I was making working at a local grocery store, making $10.40 an hour um, on drop shipping, like ads, softwares, all that stuff, and I didn't make a single sale. So that was my first time actually doing online business. But then 2 years later, pandemic happened and made me want to get back in, and that's why I decided to get back into business with affiliate marketing because it didn't require any capital. So I was still a little bit scared to get into business because I didn't want to spend money. So that's why I did affiliate marketing. But looking back at it now, everything played out the way it was supposed to. So that's why in early 2024, I started doing TikTok Shop affiliate marketing, right? So it was similar to the affiliate marketing I was doing in 2020, but instead of promoting someone else's high ticket course or program, we were promoting low ticket products, like physical products, right? So that's when really got into that. And I was just making typical videos. I have so many videos that have gone viral: 7.8 million views, 5 million views, selling like neck pillows, solar power banks, just so many different things. And I was helping a ton of other drop shippers. I was doing the marketing for a ton of other drop shippers and helping their brands explode to 50, 60, even 100K a month just from my marketing. So yeah, pretty interesting. Made some good money. It's good being an affiliate because you can just earn commissions, but you get screwed over in so many different facets, especially nowadays. TikTok Shop isn't as easy as it once was when I first started. So I then realized, like, you know what, I should just build my own brand, right? I'll be able to run things, manage things, and that's when I started doing the e-com dropshipping stuff that I'm doing today. And the last 5 years of my life has been filled with so many ups and downs. There are plenty of times where I got knocked down and didn't think I'd come back up. But you got to realize online business is war, and it's not supposed to be easy. But every time I was knocked down, I always had friends that were there to help me, build myself back up. So I have a nice circle of entrepreneurs, people that are just not even, some of them are not even entrepreneurs. They're just hard, ambitious, working people. So it's good to be a part of something. I lived in Connecticut, by the way, during this entire time, right? I lived in Connecticut for the majority of my life, and I built this business all while living in Connecticut in my mom's basement. And let me tell you, right? Like, it sucks being by yourself, man. It sucks not having people to consult with. I mean, like in person. It's one thing, to have online friends. That's good. It's really good. That's why I'm building this community. But it really does help to also have people in person as well. So if you can't get people in person, the next best thing is an online community, and that's why I built this thing, right? And it's important because sometimes you can get in your own head with business, right? You can doubt yourself. You can make stupid mistakes because you don't have anyone to kind of check you and hold you accountable. So yeah, that's the biggest reason why I built this community and why I want it to be a safe space for all kinds of entrepreneurs, whether you're a beginner, maybe you're a seasoned expert. One of the reasons why I started this community too is that I got a lot of people that DM me, hitting me up like, "Yo, Alex, I've actually been doing drop shipping for like 6 to 8 months, and I haven't seen the results you saw in the first 1 to 2 months of you doing it. Like, what am I doing wrong?" And a lot of you guys are probably in this community. You've dabbled in drop shipping. This is probably not your first 100% go at it. Maybe you've tried it in the past, like I did, and for one reason or the next, you did not see consistent results. Or maybe you saw some results, but you weren't able to maintain it. My goal, again, is to just have a community of people we can all just go to and talk to. Because what allowed me to get my first store to do so well is just knowing the right people and having people help me and guide me. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, a seasoned expert, or people that have never seen success before, or people that have seen it and can't maintain it. What do we got here? Nice little store sale. I don't know if I can show you guys, but I love it when I get a bundle sale. That's one of the things I will teach you guys. But getting these bundle sales on your store is so great. Helps you increase the value of your product. But yeah, I'm launching a new store right now. A little side note tangent. This wasn't scheduled, but launching a store right now, and nothing is better than seeing the notification pop up. I'm trying to like block it, but still show you guys. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, we got nice little sale. That's me and my girlfriend, but got a nice little sale there. Nothing beats the good old notification when that pops up on the screen. But don't worry, I'll be teaching you guys how to launch these stores, how to get them up quickly. And I'm gonna be honest and transparent. Like at the time of this recording, I'm not some experienced dropshipper with years and years of experience and has been dropshipping for 4 or 5 years and made millions of dollars online. I'm not that guy. I'm not here to act like that guy. I'm not trying to pretend to be that guy. I'm just a guy that knows enough information to get a store off the ground and get it profitable and get it to some multi right around 10 to 15K, and even 20K a month consistently. And honestly, like if I'm being honest with you, someone like myself that's done a lot of the marketing for these brands, I've worked with these six and 7 figure a month brands on the marketing side of things. Which once you pick a good product, it really just comes down to the marketing. You know what I mean? So although I personally haven't launched a store to 100K a month, at least not yet. This store I probably will be able to get it there because we're doing some good numbers with this store. But I just want to make sure I'm transparent and honest with you guys and genuine with you guys through and through. I know there's a lot of bullshit out there. I know there's a lot of scams out there. At least you feel like they're scams. I know there's a lot of like misinformation. I know a lot of people are greedy and hungry and want to just take your money and then not do anything and not help you. I get that. You know why I know? Because I've spent over $100,000. I didn't write down this document, but I've spent over $100,000 in mentorship and guidance and coaching and stuff like that. And just it felt like it was always a letdown at some point or another. There were a few good coaches I've worked with, but I think the reason why things feel like a scam is the expectation. And I'm just trying to really set clear expectations that I'm not gonna just with this particular program. I'm not here to just um, promise life-changing results overnight. I'm not here to do that, man. I'm just here to talk to you guys, network, share some good value, share some tips, and chat and help you guys the best I can in an autonomous way that doesn't require me, um, making these crazy claims and then not delivering that to you. That's unfair to you guys. So yeah, in the end, it's all worth it though. Business is all worth it because my constant pursuit, despite all the ups and downs and failures, I've failed in so many different facets. Fail, I use fails in quotation marks because you don't technically really fail unless you stop, right? If you don't give up, you never really fail. But my constant pursuit has allowed me to travel all over the world and visit places like France, Italy, Dubai, Mexico, Japan. I'm originally Jamaican, by the way, born and raised. I use raised slightly because I was born there, lived there for 2 years, moved to New York, lived in New York for 4 years. When I was 6, moved over to Connecticut, lived in Connecticut from the age of 6 to the age of 24. So most of my life. And then my first year is my first year in Tampa, Florida. So, um, but yeah, so I've been able to travel all over the world. I've traveled to so many different countries, Canada too. You throw that in there. So many different countries. There's a lot of Central America, Honduras, Belize. And it's allowed me to dream. And then for me, guys, like my goal in life is to just take care of my loved ones, travel the world, have a good network of friends, and literally just make good money, make enough money to live above my means, or not live above my means, live above average. Obviously, live more than that. Actually, the pursuit is to live more than the average lifestyle, right? We should be able to do whatever we want whenever we want, right? We should travel whenever we want, buy the cars we want, like, designer if you want that. I'm not big into designer clothing right now in my life, but whatever you want, you should be able to do that, and it's there for the taking, right? It's allowed me to live in a dream high-rise apartment overlooking the water. You might be able to see that, and you'll probably see my videos, but like right behind me is a waterfront view here in my apartment. Um, and yeah, online business is the only way to have true time, location, and financial freedom. So it's up to you to pursue your goals and work hard every single day, man. Like at the end of the day, no matter how much information you have up here, if you're not consistently putting it to work and showing up, and the key word is consistency, right? You can't work hard for 3 weeks, take 2 weeks off, and then try to come back another week, and then take another week off, and then try hard again for 2 more weeks, and then take 2 more weeks off. You can't have these inconsistent patterns in your life. You have to find consistency. And one of the biggest things, I'll save a lot of this for the mindset training in the next module here, is that a lot of people think they have to give 100% every single day. You do not. You just have to give all of what you have for that day every day. So on some days you have a full 100% to give into your business, give that 100%. Other days you might only have 20%. Give your full 20%. Give whatever you have day to day. You don't have to do 0 to 100 every single day, right? You don't have to be at 100% every single day. So a lot of people will say, "Oh, I feel like I only have maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes to work on my business today, so I'm just not going to work on it at all. I'll save it for another day." No, whatever time or any little bit of time or effort you can put into your business that day, you got to do it. You got to be obsessed with this shit, man. You got to love this, right? Like you got to think business is competition. All right, so I'm not going to ramble anymore. We got a whole mindset module to go check out. I highly recommend you checking it out. I'm going to keep it sweet and short and concise. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm looking forward to helping you guys grow in whatever facet in life that I can possibly help you with.